working. Okay, I'm having major problems. I have a feeling that this foam is expanding when I'm not on the live stream. Because I swear I've had to cut the foam the same time 2 or 3 times. Two or three times on sections that I swear I've already cut. And it's really kind of weird. But I knew that by doing this, by making the layout so I can take the track up was going to be difficult, just because of the type of track it is. And it's quite... The layout itself is awesome. I mean, I love this layout. Don't get me wrong. But making this layout is a lot more difficult than I thought. But it is pretty sweet. It is pretty sweet how it goes around. So we got that back wall all finished. I'll show you pictures of that in a minute. I got that back wall all finished. See, that whole wall is finished, and we're going to work on this wall right here. Well, there's nothing obstructing the car. That's what's awesome. Now, if you don't get through the switch tracks, you'll crash. Now, there's something here that's popping the car off, and that's probably right here. I swear I've got less room over there than I used to have. All right. Come on. Oh, come on. See, this is what's weird is that I swear that I'm losing space on the track. I think it is moving. I think the plastic or whatever is moving. The mountains are moving. I think the mountains are moving on me. There we go. Now over here, seems like it keeps sounding bad. Oh, right here. Oh my gosh, gotta be kidding. Well, I don't care what anybody tells me. I think it's pretty awesome. I think it's pretty awesome. Now, it's one thing you can't do when you have dentures, and that's tear tape with your false teeth. And it doesn't work. The bites don't work. You can't. All right, so I'm going to do a short for YouTube because I get a lot of hits on those. So I'm going to do this. I'm going to tape this controller. Okay, this is Bryan Young, ProTinkerToys.com, and this is the 4x4 build. And we are building this, and right now we're in the final stage of the layout where I'm not having to do any more designing changes. And we've got it on auto throttle right now. So you see how it works. We got to do a little bit of work here. But this is the, holy cow, she always crashes down here. But this is the layout right here. Check it out. Oh, big crash here. Coming into the mountain. Up out of the mountain. Holy cow. And this is the 4x4 layout. What do you mean before? It's basically an off-road layout. So like if you have Jeeps like, or Hummers like this, or you got Jeeps that you want to race, you can do that. You run those style cars. Jeeps, Hummers, Blazers, Bronco Blazers, anything that's off-road kind of like. Because that's what this is, a mountain off-road track, okay? You start down here, you're slowly moving up the mountain. You're coming around the mountain. Here she comes, coming under the tunnels. Then you're coming under another tunnel. Then you're coming up here. And now we're going to be getting the trees up and getting the flocking down. Once we get one more coat, we're going to get one more coat on this. And this will all be ready. And then we're going to put the trees on it. And then we'll shellac it. And then we'll do a final paint job. Or shellacking is it. And then we'll be able to lay the track down. And it will be a static display layout. I built this corner here to make it look neater. This is ProTinkerToys 4x4 layout. 4x4 layout. Oh my gosh. Look at this baby. Look at how huge it is. Okay. There she comes. Coming down the mountain. Coming around the corner. Oh, crashes again. Going around the mountain. Coming up the mountain. Going down. Oh, crash again. This is all at ProTinkerToys.com, ProTinkerToys.com. Watch the other live streams. Watch the other videos we're doing on how to build this 4x4 layout. Okay, this is Bryan. All right, let that do. Oh, boy. slow down just a little. There we go. Now that will go all the way. Look at that. Isn't that sweet? What do you think? Any comments? Looks good. Hey, Bryan. Hey, Bryan. Hey, Bryan. There is only one man I know who could move mountains and walk on water. Well, Rod Rodriguez, thank you very much for those fine comments. I don't walk on water and I can't move mountains. I can move small mountains. Okay, so here's the problem. Okay, so let me give you guys a 10-minute review of the layout. I'm having problems because what's happening is the layout is expanding. Like, for example, I had cut this already, and this was like an inch. And then this morning, I think the foam is still expanding, okay? Because I got to cut more of that out of here. It's really weird. And the same thing over here in this corner here. Now I've cut like this. See it right here. I had some expansion here. And so I had to cut that out. And then the same thing I had here, I had to cut that out. Now I finished this, but I got to spray some foam in there, right inside there. That's a tunnel, basically. It's like and then we finish this corner here, and we're going to do some foaming over there. And then, so I'm going to work on these little fine things that I need to get fixed. I'm going to go around the track, one piece of the track at a time. Let's see. Do you have a cold? I think I do, actually. I think I do. All right, I got all that out. All right, so let's work on each corner at a time. I want to fix this corner right here. So let's go right here to this corner here. And let's get my trusted knife out. So I want to I got to cut this away here. I already did this. This is what I just did a couple days ago. So I got to cut all that away here. I'm a left-handed, so I got to be on the left-hand side. All right, so I've got to cut all this here. Okay, now let's see what that looks like. If I don't do this right, I could do this really fast and then I would have problems later on. And I don't want to have problems. I like this layout. I think this looks awesome. And I want to get this to where it's perfect. And the only way to do it is to do it correctly. Normally I rush things and I'm done and then I regret it. See, now I have a little bit more clearance behind this track here. But But you know what? Because I got to put that foam stuff on there. I'm gonna cut a little bit more off of that. I want plenty of room behind that curve. There, see how much more room that is in there? Now I'll be able to put some of that plaster there. Okay, now where else did I need to cut? Oh yeah. All right, this is okay here. You got enough clearance. We got the air go good. We got to come through here. Now where is that? You know, I wonder if I just pull that paint off of that track. Derek, why can't he just let me be alone for 5 minutes? 4x4 layout, working on the layout, working on the layout. Hey, about time you come back to, oh my gosh. I give up with Derek. I give up with him. I have a new friend now. His name is Ryan. Ryan needs to start calling me all the time so I have another person other than Derek. All right, that's a little more open. There you go. All right, that's fine. ProTinkerToys. I'm fine. How are you doing? Okay on labels. Thanks. right, that touch up is finished. Now I got over here. Yeah, it is heavy, but you know what? It's going to be durable. It's not that. It's not that heavy. Everybody always complains. There's somebody always complaining. Derek always complains. I don't know why he has to always complain. You know what I mean? Why can't you just get along? Why can't we all just get along? Huh? Why can't we all just get along? Alrighty, let's see here. Now I gotta make sure I get all that in there. Okay. Coming around here. Let's double check that. Up here is okay. I got clearance up here. Okay. That looks good. Okay. All right, so we got that done. I think that corner's done. This corner's done. I think that's, oh gosh, that I've run into that cord one morning. Unbelievable. There, Derek, I cut off some weight for you. All right, let's fix this hole here. This is very fun. It's very PD. What do you call it? It's very what's the word I want to use? It's very what's the word I want to use? It's very enthusiastic. I don't know. What's the word I want to use? How many dollars invested so far? How many dollars invested so far? About $100. About $100. This is the only expense that you have, really, is this stuff here. And these are $4 a can. So, I mean, give me a break. I can't pronounce it. Therapeutic. Yes, therapeutic. Very therapeutic. Very therapeutic. Now, I have been doing something lately because if you paint this before it's dried, it looks better. But this is all dry here, so I can go ahead and paint this area. And I've had this paint in the shed for about 10 years. Oh yeah, that looks nice. Now, once I get the trees, oh yeah, baby. Oh yeah, baby. Once I get the trees, Okay. That little growth. Okay, so we've, now there's going to be a lot of trees all through here. I got a lot of trees I got. And they're going to be pine trees, a lot of pine trees right here. I'm going to put about 20 pine trees right there. That's going to be sweet looking. This is called what you call a diorama. A diorama. It's something you do when you want to make it look three-dimensional and have an aesthetic view of your layout. Yeah, I need, what are you guys doing? I need Frankie to find that broom that was upstairs here. Find out what he... All right. Okay. So once we get this, once we have the final package, then we can finish up the layout. Now Derek keeps calling me. Derek, I don't know why he keeps calling me. So what about the train and the track? I'm not doing a train track. This is just a 130 or HO. I don't do trains right now. I'm just doing HO slot cars, buddy. Get a life. I swear he doesn't. I don't. You know, I wish that he would buy something from me. I don't care. I don't care if he buys something for $1, because then I'll make money on him shipping it, which is $5. Oh, that's funny. Okay, so let's kind of do a walkover layout. So that will all dry there. And then that will all dry here. And this will dry. This is already cut into the track. So I'm going to, when this dries, I'm going to be cutting this back. So we'll finish this area over here. And then we will finish up over here. And finish up over here. We've got this corner here finished. Derek has nothing else to do than bother me. Hey, I told you I'm going to look at track and you're going to send me some of the stuff off on it. No, I'm not going to. No, I'm not. No discount. You're going to buy something at regular price or else. That's amazing. how you can actually ask me for a discount. Unbelievable. Look at that. That just keeps squeezing out of there. It's all, oh my gosh. Okay, I don't have time for this. Really, I don't have time for this. Either you're going to buy something. No, 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 no. I'm not going to let you talk. No, 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 nope. No, there is no train. There is no train. I don't know what you're talking about. I know that. I haven't had the time to go into Michigan. When I get up and to do that, just make sure you keep watching the live stream. Look at that. I know you. Oh my gosh. I swear I'm his entertainment. Look at this. Look at how that's sticking out of there. Holy moly. Look at that oozing out of there. Very light though, you know. Look at this. Isn't this awesome looking? I love this layout. This turned out better than I thought. You know that? I really didn't think it was going to turn out this good, but it really did. I'm so happy for myself. You come in here. I love the bridge going underneath there. Then you got a bridge over here. Then you got to come here. Now I gotta finish this. When that dries, then we're gonna finish this. When that dries, look at that. Isn't that sweet? We're gonna put a little town right here. I'm gonna put 4 or 5 buildings right here, and I think I might level this and put a couple buildings there. I haven't decided. I do want to put a building. I think I've got a big enough building that I can put either right here or right here. Haven't decided yet. Of course, I could put one right there. I got a perfect spot for that. I'm gonna go check to see what buildings I have. But we're gonna make this look, and see this foam is already separated. See how that foam's separated? It's coming together. Look at that. It fell apart. It fell over. Isn't that sweet looking? This is another episode of the 4x4 layout from ProTinkerToys.com. ProTinkerToys.com. You can do this yourself. You can do this with 1/32, one HO. And what is really neat about this is you never are done because you always keep adding something to the layout. You can add a building. You can add more foliage. So it's really a therapeutic daily add-on, okay? Because you might find a building that you might use. Like, for example, I think what I'm going to do is put an abandoned mine up here. And so there's always something you can add to this lab. This is something that would go in your basement and that you would just have fun racing. Your grandkids can come over. They can pretend and imagine racing in the mountains and everything. They could put army men on the track and pretend they're having battles and everything. There's so many things you can do with this when you get it done. And that is what's so fun about layout building. And when we get this all done, everybody's going to be extremely happy. Happy, happy, happy. Rawhide. Kim Fields, please. Can you please pay me? I will do what I can. I've got to transfer some money, but I will get it done. I need numbers for Kim for March and April. But do March and April separate. Okay, so we, what the heck is over there? Oh. Okay. Well, guys, that's our 1 hour show. I'm trying to keep these to an hour because people like to watch these when they just want to know what they're doing. Basically, we've got foam here. We've got paint. Usually you can use just any paint. Home Depot will always have paint that is on sale because they've mist colored, and that's the best paint to get. You can buy all this cheap styrofoam for like 20 bucks. That whole sheet right there will do a whole layout. Save this foam too. You can go to Home Depot or any store. They'll have a lot of this foam laying around. You can get this foam at Home Depot. And a lot of this stuff is just free. You know, you can find it free and build your layout and paint it. And this is what we've got right here. This is the 4x4 layout. This is episode, I think, 10. And we're just keep moving right along. Moving right along, roll hide. And I want to thank everybody. You are an artist. Thank you. It's coming together. That's cheap dude, doesn't buy anything. Pokey. Therapeutic. Got a lot of people watching these videos here. I don't know why nobody watches these. But anyways, we want to thank everybody for watching. We'll see you later.